Good day, good day, good day, good day, good day. Good day, everybody. How you doing? How you doing? How everybody doing today? How everybody doing today? Good day, good day, good day. Hey, listen. Right now, is I just found out all three men found guilty of murdering Ahmaud Arbery face a possible life sentence. Hey, my question is, what is a black life worth? What is a black life worth? All three men found guilty of murdering Ahmaud Arbery face a possible life sentence. All three men who was found guilty in the killing of Ahmaud Arbery face the possibility of life in prison when they are sentenced. Travis McMichael, who shot and killed Arbery, was convicted on all 9 counts. 5 of the counts, malice murder, and 4 counts of felony murder, carry a possible life sentence. His father, Gregory McMichael, was found guilty of all but the first count, malice murder. He faced possible life in prison for the 4 counts of felony murder that he was convicted of. The third defendant, William Roddie Bryan Jr., was convicted on 6 of 9 charges. He was found not guilty of malice murder, not guilty on 1 of the felony murder count, and not guilty of aggravated assault with a firearm. But Bryan could still get sentenced to life in prison since he was convicted on 3 of the felony count. The judge did not schedule sentence today, but he said he planned to set dates in the coming weeks. Folks, what is a black life worth? Sit back and think about it. Here it is, from my understanding, the young man was out there. What he was doing? He was out what? What he was doing? He's out there. He was running, jogging, exercising, and, in this neighborhood. And what happened? So he got shot, he got murdered, he got, killed because of what? The complexion of his skin. When you sit back and you look at it and you ask yourself the quality question, what is a black life worth? Okay, what is a black life worth? But not only that, good afternoon, they still have to face, Walter Lee, they still have to face federal charge. But chances are, if they get convicted and they get life, chances are that probably gonna go away. Chances are that gonna go away. Hi from the UK, how you doing? But the question I'm asking today, what is a black life worth? And you know what? I'm not sitting here, I'm trying to analyze it. And I'm trying to put things in perspective. Here it is, when you see all this killing going on. And at one point in time, guess what? I was no different than those 3 men that got convicted today. I was no different than any one of the McMichaels. I was no different than the other guy, Roddie. I was not different. Because once again, I was lost. I did the same thing to my people. We watched the cop when he put his knee on George Floyd's neck, and yet and still we got mad. But in all honesty right now is we had the right to be mad. But then again, right now, we got to start getting mad at our damn self. We got to stop the madness. We got to be sick and tired of watching us die of the hands of another nationality when we should be sick and tired of watching ourselves dying from our own kind, from our own color. What we doing? We committing what? Genocide? We killing each other? Why? We don't know no better? Or we don't understand what we doing? Or we allow emotion to supersede our intellect? You gotta stop, people. You gotta stop. And even right now, when you sit back and you look at it, we are our own worst enemy. And once we learn how to stop being our own worst enemy, that's when we're gonna start doing better. I can admit, I know I was my worst enemy. And like I keep trying to tell people, I hated who I was. I hated all the shit that I did. I hated my behavior. I hated that sick mentality. I hated that. You know what? It's no excuse. It's no excuse. You know what? Anybody that's out there that need any type of form of help, you got to get it. Nobody gonna give you anything. Anything you get, you got to take it. You got to go out there and say, look, I got a problem. I need help. Raise your damn hand. Raise your hand. Ask for help. Get help. That's the only way we're going to stop it. So even as I'm speaking about today, as far as like, right now, these 3 white men, was convicted of killing Ahmaud Arbery. Guess what? They guilty. But what we have to do is right now is, guess what? We have to stop being like those guys. We have to stop victimizing our own kind. Okay? My objective at this present time, what I'm trying to do is, I want everybody to understand right now is what we have to do, stop being like Travis McMichael, Gregory McMichael, and William Bryan. Stop being like them. But here it is, they got their own little reason because the way they grew up, they get racist. What our excuse? That's their excuse. They are racist. What our excuse? When we kill our own people. Help me to understand, what is our excuse? We don't have no excuse. We don't like each other because of what? The complexion of our own skin? So the difference is, look, how can they stop if we can't stop doing it to our own self? And once again, what is a black life worth? Okay? That question is to me. That question to each and everybody that's out there. That question to anybody in a rightful state of mind that understand what the heck we doing. We committing genocide among us. We hate ourselves. So what we teaching the kids? What these kids know? Because once again, they in this little poor community. When you're poor, you're black, you're uneducated, you're in real trouble. So you know what? They want to go outside. Okay, they try to go get jobs. How can you get a job if you don't have no skills? How can you get a job if you don't have no education? So who they gonna turn on? They're gonna turn on the people that's in their community. Because once again, have they ever even been anywhere? How many people have left the project? How many people have left their neighborhood? How many people have left their state? Are they still stuck? How many people understand it's life outside of the geographical area that you was born and raised in? Listen, folks, as we embark on tomorrow's Thanksgiving, count your blessing and be thankful. Be thankful for what you have. Be thankful for the little things. Be thankful for you're still alive. Be thankful for each and every day bring about what? A change. Precise Jones, what do you do? I do, big bro. What do you do? You being thankful? You being thankful? But what I'm saying is we have to count our blessing. It's the hate that the hate produced in the world of Malcolm X. And the word is, it's the hate that hate produced in the words of Malcolm X, man. You're right. You're right. Like you say, you got father hating on mother, mother hating on father, kids hating on brothers, hating on sisters, sisters hating on brothers, dad hating on their son, sons hating on their daughters. Come on, it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? When you're poor, black, uneducated, you are in real trouble. And it look like you don't have no hope. It look like it's nothing out there that's gonna help or to stop this madness. Folks, listen, like I told you, in order to get help, you have to know that you need help. We as a community have to come together as a whole and understand what is going on. And how are we going to understand what is going on? There's no communication. If there's no communication, there's no understanding. If there's no understanding, everything tends to be what? Mass chaos. And that's what it is. Here it is right now. Look, I applaud the jurors that convicted these gentlemen for, of their crime. But in the same token right now, folks, what we have to do is hold ourselves accountable and understand right now is, guess what? Learning how to love ourselves and learn others. How can you love anybody if you don't love yourself? You hear it all the time. Oh, I love you. What is the definition of love? It's a thin line between what? Love and hate. What is the definition of love? Anybody? What is the definition of love? What is the definition of love? How can you love me if you don't love yourself? You have to. Self-care, self-medicate. Take care of yourself. What I'm saying is right now, teach these kids right from wrong. Go back to the basic. Go back to the basics. Get away from all those gadgets. gadget, the computers, the iPad, the iPhone, the Xbox, the PlayStation. You know, let them start going back to the basics. Read books. Carly, you're right. You need self-care before you can care for others. You're right. You need self-care before you can care for others. And you know what, like I told you right now, is like, you know, to me, like I tell people, I hate who I was between the age of 14 and 24. I went through hell. You talking about I went through brute hell. And you know what? Like I say, I'm blessed to be alive, to reflect back upon my life, to reflect back upon all the devious and envies and evil, you know, things that I have done. And like I say right now, I'm ashamed. And I sit back and ask myself, don't even understand, how could I have been that person? I can't even believe sometimes that was me. Okay? I can't believe. I can't really, you know, say, gut it and feel, guess what? That was me. I was Bryan Glaze Gibbs. I was that sick individual. I was out there poisoning my community. I was out there killing people directly and indirectly. I can't believe that was me. Okay? I can't believe I was like the McMichaels. I can't believe that. I can't believe that was me. I can't believe I was like those guys. Travis McMichael, Gregory McMichael, William Bryan. I was just as worse as they are. Because the bottom line is, I directly, indirectly poison my people, my community, people that look like me. Okay? I indirectly, directly, you know what I'm saying, shot and killed my people. So to me, I was worse than those individuals that just got convicted today. I was worse than them. And anybody that think that they was better than them and you was responsible for directly hurting your own, guess what? You're a fool. We need to take the hate we receive from others and turn it to glue that make us stick together. Hey, Walt, like I tell you right now, brother, I love every time you come on this platform because right now, guess what? All wise man seek knowledge from the cradle to the grave. And you know what? Here it is right now. When me and you go back and forth, guess what? I learned a lot from you because you got that positive energy. Even when you tell us, as far as right now, what we need from a working standpoint, how to develop working ethic and how to get out there. Anthony, how you doing? How we get out there? How do we become better? How do we learn how to love ourselves? How do we take that hate and turn it around? Like I'm rather you glue. Whatever I say, bounce off of me, stick onto you. How do we take that hate and turn that hate into love? Turn that negative into positive. Make it like Biggie say, all good. How can we make it all good? Even though despite the situation that we might be in presently might be bad. But guess what? It's not going to stay bad forever. Everything comes and goes. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Everything comes and goes. And that's what we have to understand. Everything is a cycle. Thank you. Thank you. You like the hat, huh? Thank you. Everything goes in cycle. Every day is not going to be good. Every day is not going to be bad. But every day is going to be what we make it. That's why we got to be strong enough to make the best of it. How can we be strong enough in ourselves to make it, knowing regardless of what? When you done been through hell, there's nothing to go but up. When you done been rock bottom, you only can go back up. During this time of the year, Thanksgiving time, I normally get depressed. Why I normally get depressed? Because I miss 15 Thanksgiving, 15 birthday, 15 Christmas, 15 New Year's. Okay? And right now is the holidays, not the holidays no more, because once again, my mother be gone on 30 years. And since she left, it haven't been the same. So when you sit back and look at it, sometime when the holiday comes, it's like something that tap me on the shoulder. That word, depression, tap me on the shoulder. I'm here. And you know what? I go into that state of mind. Sometime during the holidays, I don't do nothing. I stay in bed all day. You got to force yourself, even if you don't feel like it, get better. But you got to. And the difference is I'm not ashamed to tell people that I'm on medication. I'm not ashamed to tell people that right now is, guess what? I had a lot of things that was going wrong upstairs. I'm not afraid to say that. I'm not ashamed to say that. You know why? Because once again, guess what? In order to be honest with anybody else, you got to first attempt to be honest with yourself. That's what you have to do. And a lot of us don't know how to do that. You know, I listen to people talk. And when you listen to people, guess what? A lot of people, when you have a general conversation, what they can't do, they can't look in your eyes. Why? Why are we afraid to look the next man or next woman in the eyes? What are we afraid of? What would you might see? What do you might see? Why are we afraid to look each other in the eyes when we're having a conversation? Why we can't do that no more? What are we afraid of? To me, the eyes don't lie. You sit back and you look somebody in the eyes, you can see a lot. I know I could. I can see a lot. You can see pain. You're right. You can see a lot. You can see love. You can see laughter. You can see joy. You can see disappointment. You can see excitement. You can see everything by looking in the eyes if you know what you're looking for. I love you, bro. Be right. I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? Miller Park, 55, my people. What's up, man? Hey, but that's what it is, man. What we got to do is right now, stop the self-hate. I was raised by my grandmother, and I sometimes make too much eye contact because I was brought up old school. Nah, you don't make too much eye contact, man. That's observation. You can see. You can look. You can watch. You can see things happen even before it happened. When it comes to drug dealing in the street, killing is part of the game. You're right, Jay Cullen. But guess what, man? Why in the heck we out in the street in the first place? We don't have to be in the street. A lot of people like to say right now, I'm broke, I'm hungry, I don't have anything. That's a cop-out, man. The eyes are the window to your soul. The eyes are the window to life, man. That's it. But what I'm saying is this, folks. I'm talking about the subject matter that I'm talking about right now. These three guys got convicted. Three men got convicted today. Okay? All three men found guilty of murdering Ahmaud Arbery face a possible life sentence. Okay? So when you look at these individuals, Travis McMichael, Gregory McMichael, and William, Roddie, Bryan, all of them got convicted for killing Ahmaud Arbery. They got convicted today. But in the same token right now is we understand the racism. Racism exists. How do we stop that? How do we stop racism when we are prejudiced among our own? We hate each other. Because if we didn't hate each other, we wouldn't be killing one another. We get mad when the opposition with a different nationality kill us. We get mad. We should be twice as mad when we kill one another. We should be twice as mad. You kidding me? We should have that same energy. And don't get me wrong, I was once the problem. Now I'm seeking to be part of the solution. That used to be me. I was lost. Okay? I used to get angry. Used to have blackout spells. And dude, how many stupid shit I have done over that? I can't blame it on alcohol. I can't blame it being intoxicated because I wasn't intoxicated. Right now is upstairs. Upstairs. I was traumatized. And you know what? All that blunt trauma for getting punched, getting hit, getting beat upside the head, guess what? It catch up to you. And if we don't find a solution to the problem from the mental illness, okay, the trauma, we're going to always be traumatized. We're going to always have black on black crime. We're going to always be our own worst enemy. We don't have to worry about another race going against us when we are our own worst enemy. The question, what is the value of a black life? What's the value of a black life? How much is a black life really worth? How much is a black life really worth? Do we care? Do we understand? Do we know? Or do we care to know? I'm looking like I'm from France with that hat on, man. I don't know, man. Hey, look, man, I'm just an old country boy that grew up in Brooklyn, New York, man. Religion for more people killed than any disease. Wow, R.P. Rondo. But listen, how do we stop this nonsense? How do we turn the table? Okay? My challenge is, how do we start mentoring our people? How do we start coach, counseling, training our people? How do we start educating them, teaching them the value of work ethic? How do we do that? Okay? That's my challenge. Here it is. I saw a few months ago. I see everybody on YouTube, Facebook, IG, okay? All of social media. They talk about the milk crate challenge. Everybody was able to get all nationality, everybody from the different part of the world to challenge, to do the milk crate challenge. Right now I want to challenge our community. How do we stop black on black crime? How do we stop self-hate? How do we stop each other from killing one another? Black, lead by example by not giving up on each other. We can't, but you know what? We're quick to give up on each other. Right now guess what? You know what? Look how many times I've been through what I've been through. Look how many times I kept going in and out of Rikers Island, in and out of Rikers Island, going upstate, doing a bid, coming home, going back on Rikers Island, going to the feds. Come on, folks. Over and over and over again. But the difference right now is now I look at it, everything. I wasted 15 years out of my life that I cannot get back. I sit back and think about those 15 years that I was incarcerated. Imagine if I was a correction officer. Imagine if I was on the fire department. Imagine if I was a sanitation worker. Imagine if I was MTA. Imagine if I worked for Longshoremen. Guess what? I could retire 5, 10 more years legally. Collecting. I could have been retired. I sit back and think about what I'm doing now. And that's what my challenge is. I listen to people hit me up through my DM, through my email. Some guys get lucky. We talk. Females, we talk. And you know what? I sit back and some of them tell me, you know what? I like listening to you. You make a lot of sense. You have helped me in so many different ways. So you know what? That was deep. Because if I'm able to be that effective through a social media platform, I should be twice effective face-to-face. People that my day-to-day life that I deal with. And you know what? Some of them, if they listen, that's the difference. Taking the time to listen. Taking the time to understand. But sometimes what we have to do is watch our approach. Sometimes our approach can be powerful. Sometimes our delivery can be too powerful. When your delivery is too powerful, guess what's going to happen to that message? That message is going to go over their head. That message is going to hit rock bottom. That message is going to go in one ear, out the other ear. Sometimes we have to be very, 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 very cautious in our delivery. Making sure that when we deliver a message, especially if it's a powerful, meaningful message, that we got to make sure that our delivery is perfect. And you know what? I think my biggest problem, passion. Passion. Sometimes right now is you can care too much, or your passion is so strong that people take it sometimes the wrong way. And it's sad. But even right now, like I tell everybody, my challenge today, going to this holiday season, going to Thanksgiving, going into Christmas, going into the New Year's, my challenge today is right now, if we can start that milk crate challenge to mentor these brothers and sisters, challenge to help them to get their life together. Take the time. Spike Lee, do the right thing. That's the difference. Do the right thing, okay? Strive to do it right the first time, then you don't have to worry about in the future. Because if you're doing it right the first time, if you walk in that straight line, a lot of stuff you don't even have to worry about. You did 16 years on probation. Wow. Hey, folks, listen. That's my challenge. That's my challenge. That's my challenge. Later for that milk crate challenge. Let's challenge each other as a community. I'm talking about throughout the United States and throughout the world. How do we get better? How do we reach out and save somebody? How do you take time out of your day? Come here. You know what I'm saying? Young man, young woman, let me talk to you for a minute. Take them out. Take them to breakfast. Take them to lunch. Take them to dinner. Go to a walk in the park. And right now, try to break it down to them as if they was a 2-year-old so they can have a complete understanding, the sincerity that coming from you. People are soft. I don't understand that. Jay Carby, I don't understand that. People are soft. You know what? Like I tell you right now, everybody's different, man. And everything can be taken wrong. Emotions. Okay, what's wrong with emotion? Okay, What's wrong with emotion? Yeah, you're right. But that's why I say the emotion, they can take it bad. They can take it bad. But Jay Carby 86, they can take it bad, but we have to watch our delivery. We got to make sure when we deliver it right. Sometimes you can mean good, but then again, it's all about that delivery. If you go like this, good morning, people gonna take that good morning right. But if you say, good morning, people gonna, whoa. It's a different way of saying good morning and good morning. It's a different way of saying good morning and meaning it than a good morning being angry. If you saying good morning being angry, are you trying to teach somebody being angry? I think it's best to wait and get your emotion in check before you try and deliver any message. Because right now is, if we acting up emotion opposed to intelligent, guess what's gonna happen? They're gonna take it that way. They're gonna take it as if we are angry. And most of the time right now is we are angry. You know what? I'm angry right now. It's more easy to do wrong. Nah, man, nah. You know what I'm saying? No, brother. It's not, we like to think it's easier doing wrong. Nah, it's not easy doing wrong. How come we always have to be the leader? It could be nice to see others. You know what? I can tell you right now, we gotta be the leaders, man. Somebody gotta lead. Everybody can't lead and everybody can't follow. Everybody can't be LeBron James. Everybody can't be Michael Jordan. Everybody cannot be Kobe Bryant. Everybody cannot lead. Everybody got to know the position. They got to know their strong point. Just like they got to know their strong point, they got to know their weak point. They got to know right now is who's who and what's what. And don't be ashamed. Right now, I tell people, hey, I am not the smartest person in the world, but I'm not the dumbest. Okay? I am not too smart, not too dumb. So the difference is right now, if I don't know something, I'm going to go to the people to get the understanding who know more than I am. Ninth underscore power. Let's say good day because morning is a state of, yeah, you're right. Good day, good day, good day. Good day, good day. Good evening, good evening, good evening. But once again, if I go good day, good day, good day, or if I go good day, good day, good day, people going to look at you like you crazy. Like, what's wrong with this guy? What's wrong with this idiot? You know, what's wrong with him? Why is he acting that way? So always remember, folks, it's all about the delivery. It's all about when you deliver the message, make sure you're sincere in your approach. Make sure that you're being honest. Make sure you're being real. Because everybody understands and everybody recognize what is real. They recognize the difference. They know when you're being sincere. I don't care. Because once again, if you take the time and you make sure you deliver that message the way you intended. Now, if you intended for that message to be harsh, guess what's going to happen? They're going to take it harshly. But if you intended for that message to be gentle, guess what? They're going to take it gentle. Sup, Glaze from Lettenborough. Your book 2 years ago. Thank you, man. Hey, Carl, how you doing, man? True. In this state, DMT is physically the Schedule 1, but they legalized cannabis in the state. Okay, energy feeder, man. But we have to do, man. Hey, right now, good energy in, good energy out. Bad energy in, bad energy out. And you got to be careful of the people that you surround yourself with, man. Later, when you hanging out with people, and I learned this from growing up in the Bedford-Stuyvesant section of New York, growing up in the East New York section of New York. A lot of times when you go outside without a purpose, you're setting yourself up. Patricia, what you say, empathy is what I am talking about. But the difference, how do we get there? I want to try DMT. Yo, man, listen, man, you know what you got to do? Get high for life. Get high off of life. Nobody need no chemical substance. Get high for life. See, like I told you right now, life, man. Get high for life. Look at that scenery back at me. Somebody said, oh, man, I remember somebody was saying that I had a fake picture behind me, that, my scenery was fake because no wind is blowing or whatever. Folks, listen. Listen, I'm going to walk here. I'm going to back up. I'm going to touch this tree to make sure it's not a painting. That's water. I'm not going down to no water, but I'm going to show you something. Look. Right here. That's reality. That's not a painting. That's not a painting. It's hard to get help issue, okay? That's not a painting. See, a lot of times people say, oh, man, that's just a painting. You just gotta, You just got, that's just like a wallpaper or scenery. No, that's reality. That's reality. Overstand where you from, G. I am in Boston. Rip Rondo. For some people, being real hard, that's why they like being fake too easy. Nah, always say thank you for the things you got. Corin Lucky, you're right, man. Patrioto, okay, Montevis. Hyde Park, Ma, Overstand 1984. I just want to state DMT is not a chemical drug, is that, okay? Brain chemical that may attract from many sources. You know what? A lot of people told me that, man. But guess what? Based upon some of the experience that people say they have with that, and it kind of take you out of yourself. It take you in a whole, I don't want to mess with that, man. I don't want to mess with that. Because sometimes it can take you to another space that you probably don't even come back, man. You don't have to do all that. Okay, I am in Molden. Lots of loud. These boys playing. Hey, look, man, let them play, man. Let them play, man. I got time. How did you get so much patience, man? You know what, Patricia? Patience is a weakness. Patience is a weakness. I am a very impatient individual. I'm pure fire. I'm a Sagittarius. A lot of times, some people believe in horoscopes, some people don't. But right now, I believe in the horoscope. I can identify a lot by my horoscope sign. And like I said, I'm a very impatient individual. But a lot of times, sometimes when you put in a situation, when I was incarcerated and you can't go nowhere, you got to deal with reality. You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. You learn to be patient because you don't have no choice. Because you give up, it's over. You laying down, playing dead. What happened is we get stuck. We thinking we can't get out of the situation that we're in. We thinking that life is over with. Are we thinking it's always going to be bad time? Nah, folks. It's not always going to be bad time. It's not always going to be bad time. Right now, we are in control of our state. Everything starts from here. Everything starts from here. Your mind is the most powerful instrument that you have. It's your computer. Right now, this is your PlayStation. This is your iPhone. This is your smartphone. This is your Android. This is your Galaxy. This is your Apple. This is your mind. Whatever you say, like Christ, I can do all things through Christ which strengthens me. Whatever you say in here, that's what's going to happen. You can manifest it to life. Like to me, if I wanted to be stuck, if I wanted to still be Glaze, a sick individual, a lost soul, guess what? It would have stayed in my mind. But the difference is right now, I went and got the help that I needed. I went and started taking medication that I needed. I went and started right now self-healing from within. But in order for me to do that, this is what I had to do. I had to throw up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people want to swallow it. I had to throw up all that poison out of my system. Get all that poison out of my mindset. Get all that nasty and dirtiness out of my heart. Kill all those negative feelings, all those negative thoughts, all those negative individuals. Prozac, Prozac, Prozac. From a standpoint, from my mental state, I take Prozac every day, all right? From my health standpoint, I take Panoxol, take Panoxol. Give me the energy, natural supplement, ingredient, okay? I didn't have to worry about high blood pressure, but my cholesterol is high. Panoxol is good for what? High blood pressure, okay? High cholesterol, high weight, high sugar. It's good for your heart. Give you energy, natural energy. Give you natural energy. A lot of times we want to turn to chemical substance, but guess what? You got to have patience. Hey, Precise Jones, you learn patience, man. You learn patience. We don't have no choice, man. If you want to get better and you want to do better, you have patience. Right now, even if you go get a job, you're not going to walk in that company, brand new, no work experience as a CEO. You can walk in that door in that company and you can be the janitor. But if you apply yourself, if you do what you need to do, guess what's going to happen? You can work your way up. I remember a company, when I got out, I got the opportunity to work for. It's called What Can Brown Do For You? UPS. UPS was the only company I know you can walk in on the ground level and start part-time. Start part-time. I started UPS part-time because I was working a full-time job as a salesman. And once I started UPS, right now, anything after 5 hours is time and a half. I got to UPS and I built myself up and I got into management. I got into the human resource department as a recruiter interview. Okay, no degree, but a personality. When I used to go in there, when I used to work as a salesman, I used to go on a third shift. I used to have on my wool coat, my hat, suit and tie, my briefcase. I used to go to work. And as I used to come in the building, I used to watch all the top executive, the district manager, the division manager, all these different managers in human resource and business development and industrial engineer, all these different departments. I used to watch sometime as they leaving out, I was coming in. And what I used to say to them, how are you doing on this marvelous Monday? Terrific Tuesday, wonderful Wednesday, tremendous Thursday, fabulous Friday. That they start asking, who the heck is that? Who is this guy that sometime when we be going out after a late day, late night, and this guy coming in, dressing all out, dressing cleaner than the Board of Health. Despite right now is I was coming in clean, and I had to go in there and change because I'm unloading trucks. I'm loading boxcar for the box line. I'm sorting package. So the difference is I had to come out of that suit and tie. I had to come out of that hat, that coat. But the difference is as I'm going into that building, what I was doing is I was selling myself. What I was doing is I was selling who I was. So to me, in order to be the part, you got to look the part. And that's what I was doing. When I walk in the building, they ain't know who the heck I was. But I look like them. When you look good, you feel good, you do good. So even right now, you always be interviewing. You never get a second opportunity to make a first impression. So the difference is, when you're going out that door, even if you're going to the grocery store, you don't know who you're going to run into. You're going to run into your husband or your wife, your future husband. If you look like Raggedy Ann, you might miss that opportunity. So the difference right now is I know I could have changed before I got to work. I had plenty of time to change. But no, I was selling myself. Or AB has always been selling. So I went in there looking the part, looking like them. So when I used to see them and tell them, ask them, hey, how you doing on this marvelous Monday? Terrific Tuesday, wonderful Wednesday, tremendous Thursday, fabulous Friday. They like, man, who the heck is this guy? I was able to get into management, HR, as a recruiter interviewer. No degree. Back then, that was unheard of. You get in the human resource department as a Fortune 100 company, no degree, but you got to have a personality. You have to have a personality. And the difference right now is, and you have to be sane. Because if I had that same slick, saying lazy, no good, thinking I'm better than what I am attitude, I wouldn't have been able to get a chance to get an opportunity to go from a part-time hourly employee to a full-time hourly employee to go into HR, to become a supervisor. Full-time soup. They gave me an opportunity to become a full-time supervisor. And I didn't know nothing. But the difference is right now, folks, listen. What are we doing? Here it is right now. The verdict came back down. The verdict came in today. What happened when that verdict came in today? All three men found guilty of murdering Ahmaud Arbery face possible life sentence. Okay? So when you sit back and you look at those three men, Travis McMichael, Gregory McMichael, William, Roddie, Bryan, they all was convicted today, November 24th, 2021, for killing Ahmaud Arbery, a brother that was just running through a neighborhood. And they attack him because of the color of his skin. That's pure racism. But what I'm saying is they are guilty. But right now is one point in time in my life, I was just as guilty or guilty than them. Because right now is I went against my own people. And that's what's happening now. We're still doing that. It got to stop. It got to stop. We got to let people know that there's opportunity out there. We got to let them know right now it's not how you start, it's how you finish. We got to let them know right now it's help if you want help. We got to let them know. And the difference is we can't think we better than what we are. We can't think that, oh man, that's their problem. That's everybody's problem. That's not their problem. That's not her problem, his problem. That's our problem as a whole. Get away from that selfish mentality. Me, 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 me. Me and mine. No. We have to get back to the basic, man. We have to spread love. We have to share. We have to get on here and communicate. When there's no communication, there's no understanding. When there's no understanding, guess what? It's massive, massive, mass chaos. And what we have to do is teach them. It's not too late. It's never too late. Only way it's too late if you lay down and play dead. And guess what's gonna happen? You will be dead. But what we have to do, how do we come together? Like I say, I'll watch a few months ago how everybody participate in that milk crate challenge. I watch, and I'm scratching my head. People going up there actually broke their neck, actually died, actually end up in the hospital. But everybody's still trying. Not just black, white, every nationality from all around the world. We can get them to participate in a silly, mindless game, but we can't get them to participate to stop racism, to stop the homeless problem, to stop the world hunger problem, okay? To help with the mental illness issue. We can get them to participate with all the wrong things when it comes down to negativity. But we can't get them to mentor. We can't get them to coach, counsel, and train. We can't get them to save the next man, the next woman, the next boy, the next girl. Why? Why? Why we can participate with something as simple, Simon, as that, but we refuse to take that time and energy and come together and work together as one. Bob Marley said years ago, one love. But in order for me to love anybody, I gotta love myself. And a lot of us don't love ourselves. A lot of us hate ourselves. We hate ourselves so much that we running to get plastic surgery. We trying to, right now, I want, young lady, oh, I want a butt job. I want a boob job. Years ago, I used to hate my nose. People used to tease me about my fat nose. And you know what? Guess what, man? I am who I am. This is my nose. This is the Gibbs nose. I love the Gibbs nose now. But right now, as a kid, I was taught to hate my nose because kids used to always tease me about my nose. Yeah, people bleaching their skin. For what? For what? We are who we are. We have to love ourselves first. We have to stop the self-hate. We have to love each other. We have to love our brothers and our sisters, and we got to teach them how to love. It's not too late. It's never too late. You know what? Like I tell people about my nose, man. I'm talking right now. I got a fat nose, a better smell. Get away from me. You smell like you want to be alone. And folks, we got to stop that, man. We got to stop all that nonsense. I love myself and others. You got to. Jenny Jones, you got to. We got to. Patricia, you're right. Thumbs up. Folks, listen. What I want people to understand, like I said, I am not perfect. I am not perfect. And that's why right now, if you listen to the message, what does a black life make? What is the value on a black life? What's the value on our life? Do we value our life? You know what another thing too is? How come we got insurance on our cell phone? How many people got insurance on their cell phone? We got insurance on our cell phone, but we don't have health insurance. We don't have life insurance on us, our spouse, our kids. We don't have no insurance, but we got insurance on a bootleg cell phone. We're afraid of dropping it. We value this or put more value into this than we put into our own community, into our own children, into our own grandchildren, into our wife, into our husband, into our brother, into our sisters. But guess what? We'll put it in here. Right now is why of us as black men afraid to go get checkup. While we're afraid, we don't go to the doctor until it's entirely too late. Why? Why? We got a lot to do, folks. We got a lot to do. But we got to keep an open mind. Right now, we have to come together. We have to. We have to reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place if we can. It's not too late. It's never too late. Like I said right now, listen, what is the value? How much is a black life really worth? That's what we got to ask ourselves, man. Stop the self-hate, man. It stemmed from slavery. Kelly, you right, baby girl. How you doing? I got to give you a call, Kelly. I ain't talked to you in a while. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy birthday to your mother. Happy anniversary to your father and your mother. Maybe man don't want to hear bad news from the doctor. But the difference is right now, Nestor, thank you. You know what? It's not the bad news. It's a lot of things. Even right now, listen, you see this? Everybody, oh, you smoke that too much. Okay. You know what? That's my guilty pleasure. You allowed to have some type of guilty pleasure. Bro, the UPS end up finding out about your true path? Yeah, they did. It's a long story, man. They did. You know what? Listen, folks, in all honesty, you can't run from nothing no more. You can't run from nothing. You know, a lot of times we try to run or we try to hide. Like I say, whatever's in the dark eventually gonna come to light. And you gotta live in your truth. You have to live in your truth. And the difference is, like I tell you right now, I used to run from who I used to be. Rent and life insurance. I used to run from the person I used to be. Now, for what? I love me. I love my vice. I'm sorry, but I love them. At least they only hurt me. Hey, but listen, like I tell you right now, is guess what? You got to love yourself more than you love the vice. You can't let nothing destroy you. You got to get it together, you know? And don't get me wrong. With no addiction, there's no weakness. I remember I was dealing with this doctor and what she was telling me right now, I said, man, with no addiction, no weakness. I was asking people, what's their weakness? I used to be addicted to junk food. I love some junk food. I can chip some oatmeal cream pie. I used to tip some butter pecan ice cream, or Twizzler, whatever. You know what? So I asked this doctor that I was dating at the time, I said, let me ask you a question. You know, what are you addicted to? Man, this sister told me, you know what? That she addicted to learning. Whoa. Sit back and think about it. She say she addicted to learning. Whoa. Because every time you think about addiction, you think about weakness. You're thinking about people addicted to drugs, people addicted to alcohol, people are addicted to sex, people are addicted to money, people are addicted to gambling, people are addicted to, you know, all the wrong things. But to me, I asked her, what's your weakness? She say, my addiction is education, learning. Whoa, that was like a Tyson blow. Boom, knocked me out because I didn't expect that. Because once again, being narrow-minded, thinking all addiction is bad. That's not the case. When she told me that, hey, shout out, doctor. You know who you are. I used to call her, my nickname for her was Intelligent Gangster. So shout out to Intelligent Gangster. Been a while. But trust and pray that everything is well with you and your family, or everything is well, you know? Like I said right now, where there's no addiction, there's no weakness. Hey, folks, I'm about to wrap this up. But once again, I want everybody to say, as far as what this is supposed to be about, I want to stay on track. Right now, my live today was about all three men found guilty of murdering Ahmaud Arbery face a possible life sentence. Rest in peace to Ahmaud Arbery. My deepest condolences to his family and friends. Rest in peace to all the people that we lost over the years. Like I say, folks, listen. Here it is with these three men, okay? Right now, everybody hate when I do this. Those three men right there, look at them. Okay? Here it is. Their complexion is different than ours. But for the most time, if you look at it, most of the crime that is committed in the black community come from somebody that look just like us. So the difference is we got to ask ourselves the quality question. You know what? We have to stop being our own worst enemy. We have to stop that self-hate. We have to get out there and make a conscious decision. How do we take the time to mold, mentor, coach, counsel, train our next generation? How do we let them know, guess what? You are somebody. You know, like Jesse Jackson used to say. What he used to say? I am somebody. Okay? I am somebody. We have to get back to the basic, man. We have to get people to understand I am somebody. Okay? I love me. I love you. You my brother. You my sister. You my mother. You my father. You my grandfather. You my grandfather. You my uncle. You my aunt. You my niece. You my nephew. You my son. You my daughter. We have to get back to the basic, and we have to teach them. We have to have patience. Take your time. Talk to people as if you're talking to a 2-year-old so they can have a complete understanding of the words that I am somebody. I am somebody. I'm saying I am. And sometimes we have to get back to the basic. We have to get back to the basics. We have to ask ourselves each and every day. And we have to get each other to start asking ourselves every day before they leave out the house. Practice in the mirror. Ask themselves, what is a black life really worth? Okay? What do my black life mean? Come on. Right now is Jesse Jackson say best, I am somebody. Repeat that. Repeat that. Recite that. Get in the mirror. Say to yourself, I am somebody. I am somebody. I am somebody. I am somebody. Believe it wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly. Hey, listen, folks, thank you for joining me. Happy Thanksgiving to each and everyone that's out there. And once again, like I said right now, stop the self-hate. Stop the self-hate. Start loving one another. Start taking the time to help one another. Start showing how we can build, how we can teach them, how we can teach them trade, how we can teach these young boys how to dress. Yo, listen, man, you sagging. Pull that pants up, man. I'm talking about right now, put on a belt, man. Show them how to dress. Show them how to get away from the sneakers game. Show them how to dress up with the shoe game. Show them how to wear the suit and the tie, okay? Show them how to wear the mark neck, the scarf, the hat. Go back in the days, man. Teach these girls how to dress. Teach this girl how to apply makeup, lipstick. Teach them how to, proper hygiene, how to be clean, how to take ownership. When you look good, you feel good, you do good. When you look good, you feel good, you do good. And guess what? If you love you, that's what counts. You can't love nobody until you learn how to love yourself. You can't love nobody until you learn how to love yourself. And listen, folks, hit that like button, subscribe, share, and go to the Glaze Gibbs Patreon page. The link is in my description box. And like I said right now, listen, folks, we have to learn how to be thankful for each and every day. Each and every day. Love and protect yourself, loving your loved one before it's extremely too late. Hey, peace, love, and prosperity. Happy Thanksgiving. One love.